But
in their lives. The very first incident that I reported on was where there was an overloaded boat going to an island community carrying passengers in excess of 15 going for a funeral. That particular boat capsized and 5 people perished, three being children and two adults. It's not quite too long. We woke up to another news of a boat capsizing estuary. This is one of the boats that we see here. There are two boats involved. One is Shalom, the other one is Barcelona. We are yet to find that. And this is a dent on this particular boat. I realized that there are old boats forming as bays and new woods are being molded on them to make them new. I understand there is a chemical that will be applied to make it watertight. So, as usual, this is one of the means of transport for the people living in Adafo and its environs. There are a number of islands dotted on this particular Volta River, and the estuary is not quite far from this particular location, and that is where a number of incidents or accidents have occurred. And the people you see in your shot do have life jackets on. I see the small boy bringing out a life jacket from a sack and also trying to protect himself. We are now embarking on the boat ride. Luckily enough, we've got the privilege to put on a life jacket, unlike many of the travelers on this particular river. And on the Volta River, from here to the estuary should take you less than 15 minutes to get to the estuary. And the river itself is very calm. You would see that it's not that turbulent. But getting to the estuary where the sea meets the river, that place is quite rough. And that is where most of the incidents that have occurred so far has taken place. We are literally going on this journey to see how these people are able to maneuver in times of danger. We are not going to experiment it, no, but we would obviously go to some of the island communities to speak to the folks there to understand how they've been coping with life over the period. We have the PRO for the NADMO in the Adan East District to tell us why his people are still defying all the odds to embark on this dangerous fishing expedition annually. And this whole thing is bringing death, but they seem not to care. Why are your people not listening?
It is unfortunate. Some think because they are fisher folks and they have lived in the community for long, so it is a normal life and it's still affecting them.
You may not be a marine expert, but you've lived in this community for long. From what I see, is this how the situation is almost all the time?
Most of the times, always. Within this area, always.
Recount for us what has been some of the dangerous incidents that have taken place at this particular estuary.
A lot. For one is Castro. Castro's case, this is the same place that happened. And other incidents, some people come for excursion and attempt to bath or to swim, and they end up losing their lives. But we keep on talking to them.
In your estimation, how many deaths have you recorded as NADMO in these whole incidents over the period?
I can't give a number.
But estimate for us the very recent ones your memory can recollect.
Oh, for very recent ones, my memory will collect not less than 20. Not less than 20. Recently, we had another case where some people were crossing to Isakpe, a community nearby, and 5 lost their lives. And other excursions that people come and people lose their life, not less than 20.
What is the collaboration between you and the Navy? How soon are you able to get in touch with the Navy to respond to distress calls?
Very close. Very close. We have their numbers, they have our numbers. So if anything, we collaborate, we inform each other, we call each other every time.
And for this incident that occurred just yesterday, how soon did it take them to come here?
Navy was even here first.
Let's go and speak to one man who we understand is a retired marine navigator, and he's going to share with us what the news is and what they think can be done to stop this frequent occurrence at the estuary, on the river, or even at sea.
Normally, they go fishing in the evening and then fish throughout the night. In the morning, at about 6 to 7 o'clock, they return through the estuary to berth at the bank of the river Volta at Adanfo. And on Wednesday evening, the sea was very calm, so they set sail. After doing successful fishing, on their return in the morning, the sea suddenly became rough. So in order to enter the river through the estuary, that was the trouble they had. And 2 canoes actually capsized, and 3 others went to their rescue. And in the evening of yesterday, one was washed ashore at Vuti in the Volta region, near Atoko. He came out alive by the grace of God. We just got information that one of them have been discovered dead in one of the the sea defense wall at Vuti. The body is entangled in the rock. The neck is entangled, and they are now struggling to remove the body.
In your shot currently are men from the mortuary trying to attend to a body that is currently in that hearse, and he's being removed from the hearse onto that particular stretcher, and he's being taken into the morgue at this moment. We understand this body was discovered in the Anglogan district in the Volta region. That boat and the other one behind, you can see they managed through this turbulent, rough wave, and then managing to cross to this end, which is more calmer than where they are coming from. And the sea rises so high that one would even think that it is going to flood the entire river, but no, it ends here, and the river also has its course, and that is how nature has designed it. My name is Fred Duhoe, reporting from the Adan estuary for Citi News.